So I wanted to make a follow-up video to the Fox News Dominion voting lawsuit because basically more information came to light and I have more to say about it. And I think my perspective has changed about this lawsuit too. And why I think I'm interested in this lawsuit, because you don't really see me, you see me mention politics in videos, but I don't really make my videos about politics specifically. And I usually try to very loosely talk about those political issues, not super dive into them. But this is one of the first times I'm majorly diving into it. And I think it's why this is fascinating to me. Is because it's why the January 6th hearings were fascinating to me. I was a Trump supporter, right? So that was fascinating to me to see this thing that I once supported, things come to light and people start being punished for some of the shit that they were doing. And that was fascinating to me. There's things that I didn't even realize were going on. And this is the same, and this one isn't like that where there's new things I'm learning about what's going on. This is all obvious information and pretty duh information. But what's interesting about it is I was a Republican. My grandparents, when they lived here in my home state, they left to a different state. They loved Fox News and they still do. And they followed Fox News during the 2020 election. They did actually dip a little bit after they, rightfully so, called Arizona in Biden's favor. That's one thing I know. I remember it pissing them off. And I think it pissed off a lot of viewers because they don't believe that Arizona was won by Biden. They think it's all fraud. But they also still watch Tucker Carlson every night. They tell me things about him. I called them today. Didn't ask about this specifically, but what they just said to me is we watched the news today and we're just depressed. They're very upset about this because I think they don't know how to feel, in the sense that they are Republicans and the main Republican news source out there, one of the most viewed Republican news source, if not the most viewed Republican news source, is now being found out for what they really are. But this should have been obvious, When Tucker Carlson admits that he hates Trump and thinks there's no business supporting the guy, but he still comes on the show and starts telling you how much he loves Trump and how much of a great guy he is, he's admitted to you that he lies to you. And of course you should have seen that, because none of the information about Trump is true and never has been. But these people were in a cult, in an echo chamber for so long that now it's very hard for them to come out of it. And what are they going to do? I don't know, because I think there are definitely going to be people who dip out of Fox News, but are they going to go to the left? Because they've spent so much time being lied to about the left. And I'm not saying the left is perfect, but they've lied to them about shit that they're doing to kids in schools. They've lied to them about shit that they're saying about gun control, shit that they're saying about Trump, everything, media, whatever it is, they've lied to you for so long. How do you go and just go and support the other party now? Because, yeah, the right's exposed to be liars, but you believed for so long that the left was liars too. So how do you go and go support them? And the truth is, there's lies and disinformation on both sides of the political spectrum, so I get it. It's not easy. I actually will never say I identify with any political party. I don't vote left or right whatsoever. I've never really voted in my time of being alive and being able to vote, which has only been like 1 year. But I mean, I'm looking at next year going, if Trump and Biden are my only two choices, I ain't voting. You know what I mean? So I get how people could feel very conflicted about this because, it is an interesting thing. I think also I'm fascinated about this story is that for me, it does refer to things I like to talk about, which is anti-woke culture and how some of those people you see, like the Fandom Menace, Geeks and Gamers, these shitty ass people, they don't believe the shit that they tell you, but they do it for money, for clicks, for views, and multiple times they have admitted that. Over and over again, they fucking admitted it. And so what you're seeing is this is what they do. They lie to you. They tell you you're under attack. The media is out to get you. How many times have we heard this whistle and dog whistle from them over and over again. They're out to get us. They're out to get us. The left is out to get us. And then you learn, wait a minute. You've been lying to me this whole time. The left isn't out to get me. You are. And I'm not saying there are bad people on the left who don't do bad things, because they do. And I'm not going to like sit there and tell you, no, that's not true. No, there totally are. But the reality is, this shit is expansive. And you're starting also to see something going on here where you have this thing where it's not working anymore. Geeks and Gamers and the Fandom Menace have openly talked about how nothing they've done it was as big as their hate on The Last Jedi and Game of Thrones and any of that shit. But they still have to keep doing this because this is what their life is now. Hating everything, attacking everything. You know what I mean? They can't stop doing this because this is where their money is. And that is the same for Fox News. Trump lost. Trump is in legal cases. Hundreds of thousands of legal cases at the moment. Okay, I might be over-exaggerating a little bit. I don't know how many exact legal cases. I know at least it's got to be hundreds. That dude has done so much shit. But you know what I mean? Like, he's in all these battles. He's dealing with all this crap. And so you have this party that's going, wait a minute, we don't know. And we have to keep, like, and that what they do is they have to keep peddling the narrative. They have to keep peddling the narrative to keep him as their guy, you know, like, yeah, Trump's gonna get it. No, he ain't. He lost. It's over. It's done with. We need a different guy. We need a new Republican to run for president. We need this shit to happen. It ain't happening, though, and that's where we're at. You know, we're seeing people come to light as not only the liars that they are, but of something deeper than that, which is that the twisters of the narrative, because the narrative has failed them. The Trump narrative failed them. Trump lost fair and square. There ain't none of this election fraud bullshit. They know this. They openly admitted this. And now they're just scared of what to do next. And now they just have to keep pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. And what's eventually going to happen is they're going to snap. They're going to possibly commit another insurrection, maybe cause a civil war in this land. Hopefully none of that shit happens, right? But this is where we're at because they just can't handle being losers. Because the narrative has to keep pushing and pushing and pushing until it can't be pushed no more. And people are just going to have to admit the truth. And what you're going to see is I think you're going to see a lot of people who follow Fox News. They're going to go through the stages of grief. There's going to be a denial period, like, nah, none of this shit's real. Then there's going to be a grievance period of like, how could I be so stupid? And then they're just, they're going to go through all those stages. And then they're going to come out of it, and then you're going to see what choice they make. Whether that's to continue to support Fox News, find another Republican news source, join the left. Who knows what they're going to do? And I'm not here to tell you what to do. You make your own decisions. I hope you don't support this news organization or this political party that's lied to you and told you the shit that you just want to hear because it makes you feel good. It sounds weird when we talk about the news, people listening to certain news sources because it makes them feel good. Because it kind of doesn't. Like, it does in the sense that believing that the left is their enemy makes them feel good. They hate being pushed on it or told the truth because they just believe the left is bad. And it's also their comfortability. Like, they already believe the left's bad, push them on it, they can't deal with it. But it also makes them feel shitty because they think all this crap's happening that isn't real. They think, oh crap, the left stole the election. Oh my God. They think, oh, the woke culture is coming to get us. Oh my God. They think, oh, they're indoctrinating the kids in the schools. Oh my God. They think all this shit's happening. They're scared. They're freaking out. They're doing all this crap, And it doesn't make them feel good, but they think it makes them feel good. And it's like a religion, like I've said in my last video. It's like a religion. You don't believe this shit because it's true. You believe this shit because it makes you feel good. There is no evidence of election fraud. Never has been. There were sketchy things that look sketchy, but on their further examination, you can just look and go, oh, that's what actually happened. Okay, that makes sense. But again, these people don't do that. They're believing what makes them feel good. They love Trump. So when he loses, of course they're going to believe the narrative that he had everything stolen from him. Because of course he had everything stolen from him. I love Trump. There's no way he could have lost. I hate Biden, you know. That's where we're at. And just that's where we're going to deal this. I'm just very frustrated by this situation. But I'm also happy. I'm happy people are coming to light. People are suffering who deserve to suffer, right? It sounds weird to say it like that because obviously I don't want genuinely good people to suffer. But in this situation, there are not fucking good people in this situation. Everybody here's a dick. And everybody here deserves to suffer as much as possible. Goddamn asshole. I don't know. But let me know your thoughts, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.